up, guys? This is Eric Norris, the host of Live and Wired and co-host of SLC Punkcast. And yeah, today is going to be a fairly short episode. You want to know why? Because I have no tales from the pit today. I'm sorry, no tales from the pit. I did not attend any shows the last week because, well, the last weekend, Labor Day, the long weekend, was spent me helping my girlfriend move into her new place. And if you guys have ever moved from one place to another, you know how long and arduous and painful at times a task that is. So yeah, I'm sorry that I can't be here in, well, you can't see my face. Well, I guess that's not exactly an issue, but I mean, the fact is I couldn't be here in person today. Like, you can't see my face because that little excursion of the last weekend just sent my back through the ringer. My back has always been hurting. I've always had problems with a pinched nerve in my back, pressing up against my sciatic nerve and just causing absolutely horrible pain. Like, it was relentless. So yeah, I'm at a chiropractor. Went to see a chiropractor, and well, I'm going to see one. We'll see how it turns out. But anyway, until then, I will be broadcasting remotely. No tales from the pit no tales from the pit this episode, but we do have plenty of shows coming up. There is one that I am going to tonight. The guys from Armed for Apocalypse are playing in Aces High. So I am excited for that show. I mean, if you're watching this, it's already happened, but for me, it is yet to happen. So yeah, there's plenty of shows still coming up that you ought to check out. Oh, and also, if you're watching this tonight, I'm gonna try and check out Billy Idol and Joan Jett. Just get some cheap ass bleeder seats and just enjoy hearing the rock and roll from afar. It'll be awesome. I haven't seen either of those guys, so yeah, I'm gonna see if I can catch them before they stop touring, whenever that is. So yeah, those are my plans for the next week. So next week you will get some tales from the pit from me. I promise. I'm still recovering from that two-parter episode. Well, it wasn't a two-parter. The Tale of Two Pits, Acid Bath and Acid Hologram. Such a great time. If you heard it, then you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, what's coming up? We have on September 6th, The Offspring, Jimmy Eat World, and Newfound Glory, who are coming to play USANA Amphitheater. And if you go on SeatGeek, the site SeatGeek, you can find tickets anywhere from $34, those are lawn seats, the cheapest, and all the way to $236. That's not including any VIP packages. Those get pretty damned expensive. But for single access passes tickets, that's what you're looking at. And that's going to be starting at 7 p.m. Also on the 6th, my friends in Don't Trust Anybody, DTA, are going up to Ogden with our friends in Radcab and Tacova to play the Funkin' Dive Bar. And that is a towering $5. It's $5 for admittance. And it starts at 9 p.m. Then on the 8th, Baroness is coming through Salt Lake, the metal band Baroness, and they are doing their Red and Blue albums in their entirety, I believe. And they'll be joined by the band Weed Eater. That'll be at the Metro Music Hall. It is $40, and it will start at 7 p.m. Then on the 11th, the band Mormon Mincers, Crocodile Hunter, Total Serial, and some bands whose names I cannot read. So, yeah, I'll tag them on Instagram. You will see the names. You'll just have to read the text. You just have to read what I post if you want more information. But And also, if you want to know where it is, you have to message one of the bands for the address, because that's a house show. No one wants to know where it is. If you know, you know. And yeah, they're asking for $5 to $10 or just pay what you can, and it starts at 6 p.m. Then on the 12th, the 12th's got a few things going on. First, you have Goldfinger, Unwritten Law, and Zebrahead, who will be playing the complex. Don't have any more information as far as admittance goes. I wager to say it's around $40-$45. That's what I would think, but again, that information will be in the text on the socials. And yeah, it'll be starting at 6 p.m. Meanwhile, the bands Dysphotic, Debreeder, and Chasm Lurk will be playing at Quarters Downtown in the DLC. And that's a $13 show. Will be starting at 8 p.m. Then also on September 12th, the band Dead Boys, the Mighty Dead Boys. I am excited as fuck that they are coming back to Salt Lake. Yeah, they'll be coming with Burn Kit, and Debaser's going to be opening up for them. That's going to be at Aces High. It is only $20. $20 to see legends, man. That is a fucking steal. I'm excited. Dead Boys are fucking awesome, even though there's only one surviving boy in that band. Their guitarist, Cheetah. He's the only original member left. We all know that Steve Baders, he's long gone. He's long gone. Yeah, rest in peace. Would have been awesome to have seen Dead Boys while he was still alive, but then the guy they got to replace him, I can't remember his name, he did a great job filling his shoes, but now he's out of the band, and now they got a new guy in there, so we'll see how he stacks up. They're Dead Boys' third singer. Anyway, it's going to be a great fucking time. And then we got a festival coming up on September 12th and the 13th. It's SLC Ruidos de Colores Fest. And there's going to be a lot of bands on here. The bands are as follows: Auxilio, Low Cash Ninjas, Sakura, Counterviolence, Franks, Makana, Dre's Method, Mindlock, Atuk, Mokosos, Griebler, Maleficence, or Malfeasance, Debasers, Cerebros Destruidos, All Systems Fail, Wounded Knee, Foco, Garg, Dysentery, Yalto Miklan, and Dead Language. That's going to be at Oliver Rock. Don't have all the payment information on there, but it will be starting at, I believe, 2 p.m. I mean, you see it on the flyer. You see it right there. Just don't listen to me. Read. I am encouraging you to read. And meanwhile, also on the 13th. Oh, by the way, I don't know which bands are playing which day. Those are just all the bands that are playing. So, but yeah, if you want more, you can just check it out on Oliver Rock's socials. They are usually pretty informative about that. But until then, you're just gonna have to assume, just sort of deduct. Then what else is on the 13th? There's a lot more going on the 13th. There is a lot more. Over at Aces High, Necrot is returning to Salt Lake, and they are returning to Aces. This is the third time that they played there in the last 4 years, I want to say. No, 3 years. 3 years. And it's awesome that they keep coming back. They're from Sweden. The fact that a metal band from Sweden keeps coming back to our little Salt Lake and playing our little Aces High venue really says something about the crowd out here. So pretty fucking cool. And yeah, they will be joined with Deathblow, Sacrilegion, and Exclusionist. And don't have the I don't have the price for this one too. I'm sorry, I'm very underprepared here, but I will be when I make the post. Again, read, but I do know that it's starting at 8 p.m. I can't imagine this show will probably be about $30. Okay, now I'm just curious. I do have the Aces High site right here, so let me do my fucking job. Okay, what day did I say that was? The 13th. Now, if only the internet would would be as kind to move faster, you little bastard. I guess not. I guess nothing loves me. Okay, whatever. It's not going. But yeah, that show, be sure to make it out to that one. But if you're not a metalhead and you're really more about Swedish rock, yeah, another band from Sweden is coming to Salt Lake. That band is The Hives. The Hives, they haven't been here since 2017 when they were on tour with Refused. And Refused was here just last year. And they fucking killed it. They fucking killed it. It was either last year or earlier this year. I can't remember, but that was a great show. That was a great show. So it's kind of cool that the Hives are coming back here. I've only seen the Hives once in punk rock bowling that year, and it was a great show. They put on a great performance. I really like the Hives. I haven't listened to them much, but they are great to watch live. Joining them will be the band Snooper. Anyway, that's going to be at the Union. It's going to be $46 all in, and it starts at 7 p.m. And finally, at the Beehive, we have a modest show with Homeschool Shooter and Vaseline. That's going to be $10, and it starts at 6 p.m. So guys, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Live and Wire. Again, I don't have a tale from the pit this week, but I will have one, maybe two next week. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the shows that are coming up. There's a lot of good ones. I mean, September is already shaping up to be pretty fucking busy, but October, I assure you, is going to be much busier. There are so many shows in just the first week alone. It is pretty fucking crazy. Anyway, sorry I was sort of ill-prepared for this show. I mean, this week really got away from me, and of course, health issues and shit. But rest assured, I will be all right. I will be there next week, and I will have a tale, maybe two, from the pit, like I just said. Yeah, it just feels nice to say that. So yeah, once again, my name is Eric. I am excited that you guys are here. I always am. I'm always happy to be informing you about all the shows that are coming up in and around the Salt Lake area, and yeah, I'm sure Dustin is also just as excited to tell you about the shows that are coming up in your area. He's going to cover all the nationwide tours, and maybe they're coming to a town near you. So, Dustin, I leave it to you. Once again, I'm Eric. Thank you, guys. Talk to you next week.
Thank you, Eric. And now we go around the world in no particular order, as per usual. We're going to jump back into where we left off last week. Money, Illinois. We're going to do the punk rock camp out tomorrow, Saturday the 6th. You can go see Shitizen, Dick Slapper Experience, Epileptic Caesar, Nauseous, the Homicidals, Idols, Misunderstood, Bad Decision, Street Ritual, Corrupture. It's all ages. Doors are at noon. Address is there for you. Brought to you by Punk Rock Saves Lives. It says bring your tent and sleeping bags. Live music, great food from Umami Eats, looks like. Best selection of spirits, beer, wine, and so forth. So get yourself there. Money, Illinois, if you're anywhere in that area. Then, if you're a glutton for punishment, September 14th, that's a Sunday, 7 p.m. It's a 17 and older show in Chicago at Reggie's Rock Club. You can go see Cro-Mags, Insult to Injury, Home Invasion, who just dropped something new. We're playing over on Punkanoid Worldwide. Something new this weekend from them. And Hex. Next up, you got Battalion of Saints 45-year anniversary at My Town at San Diego Fest. Look, that's pretty awesome lineup. Saturday, September 6th. They've got Skid Marks, The Plague, Skullbusters, Bagura, or is that Basura? It's probably Basura. I said Skullbusters. North Korea, that's a name, okay. The Executives, The Yucks, Parade of Horribles, Strychnine 99, Moral Genocide. It's at the Holding Company. That's in Ocean Beach, San Diego, and doors open at 2 p.m. for that one. Killer-looking flyer. That's why we do these, to check out these cool visuals. Next, our pals over in Salem, Massachusetts, Tension Scale, playing a show. Neighborhood Shit with Sky Tigers, both those bands joining Tension Scale. It's a Burbs-themed hardcore band. I'm going to be talking with them on Punkanoid Worldwide's In the Vault here the next few weeks, so be on the lookout for that. But today, hopefully you get this. I mean, they might be getting ready to line up and do the show. Actually, the doors open in 1 hour from when I'm actually saying this. It's $10, and it's Friday, September 5th at Faces in Malden, Massachusetts. Next up, in Japan, Top Novel, they're going to be playing some shows, as you can see, September 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. They'll be in Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka, Gifu, and Tokyo again, it looks like. So everybody in Japan, check out great band, Top Novel. I'm sure they've been there before, but it's probably been a while. So make sure you go check them out while they are there. It's going to be a Stockholm release weekend, as you can see on this next flyer, Striked. They are going to be playing on September 11th and September 12th. So it looks like Torsdag on the 11th, the 12th, and Fredag, Lördag on the 13th. So make sure you go check all that out. They got a bunch of stuff. Looks like all ages shows. A lot of details there, but go to strikt.sthlm. That'll be for next week, or weekend rather. So go check them out. Got an update on this Death Traps flyer that we played last week. So Death Traps, they're going to be playing live at the Mitre Artillery, and unfortunately, the Red Bastards, our pals, and the Red Bastards had to drop, but you still get to see our pals in Arizona Law, and that's on the 13th. I believe this is in, is this Wales? Southern UK. No, I have the different flyer, and I don't have the location, but it's somewhere in the Southern UK. You can definitely go check out our pals, the Red Bastards, or Arizona Law at Arizona Law UK, and get more details. The venue is the_Mitre_music_venue. Then coming to the United States, looks like starting on September 16th, a lot of great shows lined up for Frank Carter and Steve Jones, Paul Cook, Glenn Matlock of Sex Pistols, doing Nevermind the Bollocks. They'll be in Dallas. They'll be in Chicago on the 20th as well. Washington, D.C. looks like that one was already sold out by the time I got this flyer. I don't know how many others are sold out. But they'll be in Boston on the 25th, Philly, Brooklyn, Montreal, Toronto, Cleveland, Detroit, Minneapolis, Denver. That's as close as they're coming to me. That'll be on October 10th. Seattle on the 12th, San Francisco, and L.A. So they'll be here for about a month playing a handful of shows here and there, probably checking other shit out along the way. But nonetheless, you can go see Frank Carter and the Sex Pistols. And finally, we're going to wrap up with our pals out of Easy Company. They've got 2 shows in the Netherlands on the 18th and the 19th. And as you can see 3 shows. I forgot. 18th, 20th, and 21st. They'll be in Amsterdam on the 18th, Groningen on the 20th, and Alkmaar on the 21st. Go see our pals, Easy Company. They'll probably have records. The new record, they've got the vinyl put out through, your own here, POW Records. So go get that from them. And at some point, if you're here in the States and you can't go see them, but you also want the record, well, you can go to POW Records and get that one as well. I got this other flyer. You can see the show on the 18th. They'll be playing with Disaffect, also from Scotland, Inside Job. So cool lineup there. We're going to wrap it up with that one. So thank you for tuning in to Live and Wired this week. No Tales from the Pit, as Eric said. I was a little too fast for him because he wasn't able to record this week's episode of SLC Punkcast, so I didn't get his new releases included. So I'm going to throw those on here for you now, and it'll wrap up the show. You can catch all of the new releases Eric would have talked about during the show. But thank you to everybody for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take it away again, Eric.
Hey everybody, it's Eric from SLC Punkcast. I am sorry that I am absent this week, but I've had to make an appointment with a chiropractor, and this was the only day that he could see me. So, yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at right now. But I am not going to leave you without me telling you what, releases are coming out. So, this is what I've got. In just a minute here, I got to pull up my list. Okay, here we go. Starting on the 28th of August, 50 Lions released their single, Heaven's Gates and Misery. That's the A-side and the B-side. On the 29th, End It released The Wrong Side of Heaven, and No Apologies released Life. Discourage released their single, Gadsden on the A-side and Clear on the B-side. And Find Out released their EP, Tools of War 1. So, yeah, I'm assuming that there's going to be a second part to this. And Yeah, second part. And if you want to know when that EP is coming, well, you'll have to find out. Anyway, Futex has also released Reach from Beyond. On the 31st, Crossbar released their EP, Never Became. On September 1st, Odd Man Out released Conviction. And on the 2nd, my friends in Simeon released their follow-up EP to their first album, Hominid, Gristle and Thorn. And they said that they are currently deep in the writing process of their second album. I am excited. I am excited for the new Simeon. If you remember, their album Hominid was my favorite album that came out in 2023. Not my favorite, one of my favorites. It was in the top 4. I think it was number 3, if I remember correctly. But if you want to know how I feel about that album and that band in general, then well, go check it out. Or just wait till I talk about these guys in one of the next episodes, because I listened to both songs on this EP and it is fucking great. Speaking of brutal, on September 4th, Primitive Man released their Social Contract single. It's the first single for their new album that will be coming out in Halloween, Observance. And on their Bandcamp, they said that it's their most crushing record. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Compared to Caustic was their most crushing album for me. You know, that's what I thought. Everything has to reach that level. So we'll see. We'll see what Primitive Man has in store in October. Anyway, on the 5th, Modern Life is War finally released their 5th album, Life on the Moon. And if you're hearing this now, which is the 5th, it's already out. But for me, it's September 4th. September 4th. I have yet to listen to this album. I can't wait to hear the rest of it. I love Modern Life is War, and I am stoked with the songs that they put out this last year. The singles anyway, it sounds very promising, and yeah, I can't wait to hear the rest of it. And then on the 12th, Teenage Bottle Rocket is releasing their new album, Ready to Roll. Kudos to those guys for keeping old school Ramonecore skate punk alive. Love these guys. Can't wait to hear what they got. It's probably going to be very much like the rest of their albums, I would speculate. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Anyway, then finally on the 19th, Yukon Blonde is going to release their Friends and Rock and Roll album. Secret Worlds releasing their EP, Tomorrow is a Mystery to Me. And Missing Link will release their Miracle Smile. That's all I've got for the new releases. Check them out if you haven't already, and keep your eyes open to check out if any of these suited your interest, if any of these piqued your interest. Anyway, that was me. I'm going to give the rest of this episode over to Dustin. Take care, guys. I'll see you next week.